What's up, guys? This is my robotic hand I made. Not really robotic, it's an exo hand. I made it on the weekend during my free time. I saw a video on YouTube similar to this. It's called the 3D printed exo hand. So I took the idea, tried to make my own exo hand out of 3D printed parts. But I also had to make this hand before an event called Maker's Fair. But I wasn't able to finish it on time. Time was limited, so I had to find a different way to actually make this hand. So got like a sheet of steel, cut out the steel into the specific pieces I needed, and then I came up with these like steel pieces and stuff. The more complicated stuff was 3D printed, like the finger holders and the base to hold everything. Other than that, it's just metal and tape, rolls of tape to hold my wrist, wood to attach to that. Yeah, pretty easy stuff, and blocks to represent as joints. So yeah, it represents the whole like finger. So I put claws on mine because it was Halloween today. So got that done. And you can hear my like budgie just like talking. Yeah, I don't think he likes the hand. He gets scared of it. Roar. Oh snap! He's all scared at all right now. That's odd. Anyways, yeah. So that's a robotic metallic arm. It's pretty cool. This thing took me, let's say, quite a bit of time to make, like a couple of days. Started on Friday, ended up here. After on Friday, I printed out this block here. I don't have a 3D printer myself, but my neighbor does. So we pretty much just like share. He lets me use his 3D printer somewhat. I designed the parts on my computer, and then I send them like STL files, codes, files just so I send it to him, and then he prints it out. And yeah, so that's a flat piece. That took 45 minutes by itself. These pieces here for my thumb, all four of them took about like an hour, more than an hour. The finger holders, they also took about like an hour. 3D printing is not easy. It's a long process. So because of that, I had to like come up with a different solution, because I had a lot of parts I need to like print out. I mean, I got more 3D printed parts. Like I've got 8 extra of those pieces, but that wasn't really enough for this whole thing. So I decided to make it myself, and this way I'll be able to actually like decide how long I want my pieces to be, without actually like printing them over and over. Might as well just cut them out with a steel cutter. So yeah, I decided to put some claws on it. That took a long time to actually put on. It was really annoying, because like I was gonna put like a claws for every single finger. There's like 2 claws for each finger, right? So like 10 in total, but the rest of them were just like didn't work out too well, because when making it, when you have to put holes in these things, that way you get a drill, there's a bit of a gap in the holes. So the hammer thing, like that nail, in order to puncture a hole in the steel, it doesn't really fill up the hole. It's not really, sometimes it's not in the center, so it kind of messes up the drill. And then this whole thing is not really, doesn't really like go on properly. But yeah. So I decided to just make like 3 fingers, so it's like a Freddy Kruger or a Wolverine kind of claw thing. But yeah.